our segment, Prime Playlist Shuffle, where we sit down with the artists who are transforming the music industry. Artist, actor, and Broadway star and producer Frankie Grande is entering a new chapter of his career, channeling his raw emotions with 80s dance-style synths and electronic beats. He's out now with his debut album titled Hotel Rock Bottom, an album that just might get people out on the dance floor. Let's take a listen.
It's your rhythm of love that's lifting me up deep into the night. It's your rhythm of love that runs through my blood and keeps me alive. It's the rhythm of love. It's the rhythm of love.
Let's keep the party going. Frankie Grande joins us now. Sometimes musicians actually don't move to their own music, which I'm always surprised. But you were putting on the whole show for us.
Yes, you know, I love my choreography so much. It's just in my body right now. So I was like, immediately I started, I was like, ga, 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 ga. And you know, I'm a dancer. So.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Here we go.
So that was Rhythm of Love.
Yes.
Where did you come up with the inspiration for not only the song, but also the video?
Oh my goodness. You know, the whole album is kind of a love letter to my journey. I'm 8 years sober now, and the journey has been long. And the title track, Hotel Rock Bottom, is that moment where I made that decision. Like, am I going to get sober and go to rehab, or am I going to basically check out of life? And so Rhythm of Love actually takes place earlier in my journey. It's cool writing an album at this stage of my life because I've lived so much of it already. So Rhythm of Love is about a time where I knew sobriety existed. I had a sober community, but I wasn't ready to make that choice yet. And they're the ones that were lifting me up deep into the night.
There are so many people who look up to you, obviously, and may be struggling with addiction or trying to be sober. What kind of advice? I mean, because of course there are a lot of people in your ear, parents, family, loved ones who are trying to tell you, but is there anything that you might be able to say to help that person? Yeah,
I would say don't be afraid to ask for help. It is the hardest thing you'll ever do. I did not want to do it. I was raised to do everything myself. It's fine. You can do it yourself. You can figure it out. But I couldn't figure this out. And so I finally had the moment where I was just like, I have to ask for help. I went to my sister first and then to my mom, and they were immediately there for me. They knew how to help me. And so I'm just saying, if you're out there and you're struggling, like, find someone that you can tell, ask for help, and I promise you help will be there. Help will be there.
Helpful advice. Now, back to the music. You describe this as space dance pop rock.
Yes.
Now, I think we can get the dance pop rock, but the space, where does that come from?
So I'm a huge sci-fi fantasy nerd. Like, all my tattoos are covered my body. Like, I have Star Wars over here, but you know, we're on ABC, so I'm allowed to show it. There you go, Star Wars, you own it. So I'm really grateful that I was in the studio with my executive producer, and I was like, it needs more Epcot sounds. Like, my whole childhood was Captain EO in Epcot. So I wanted those sounds to be included in the album. So there's a lot of like, like all those kind of like very spacey sounds that make me happy. So it just brings me joy. Now,
another thing that brings you joy and people know you for is acting, whether it was in Big Brother or on Broadway with Mamma Mia, Rock of Ages. So do you think that your fans should expect that you're getting rid of the acting side and just going to the music, or still both?
Well, I mean, if you see my music videos, you'll see that I'm like very much acting. I will always be an actor. I'll always be a dancer. I'll always be a singer. I'll always be all three. And I'm looking forward to always channeling all three in anything that I do moving forward.
LA, DC, Boston, you've been performing in Pride festivals across the country. Where can your fans see you next? And might Ariana be joining you on any of these?
Oh my goodness, I can't spill all the tea right now.
Okay.
But you know, my sister and I are so unbelievably close, and her role in helping me has been amazing because, like, you know, I have that font of knowledge right in front of me. You know, she used to be at the stage door waiting for me at Mamma Mia, and then I was at the stage door waiting for her after her concert.
So sweet.
She's been really unbelievably helpful. Next up, I'll be in Seattle Pride.
Okay.
And then hopefully on tour somewhere. We'll see.
All right. I think that's in the future for you.
Thank you.
Frankie Grande, we thank you so much for coming by. Just what a great spirit you have. Frankie's new album, Hotel Rock Bottom, will be released this Friday, June 27th, streaming on all platforms.